Okay, I actually went on in and I finished up these points here. And if I went in, you could see the dispersion here. So there's a dispersion of points here. They're not quite all there. And I mean, when I say that, all in the same location. And remember that we are looking for y here because we want it to fit into this equation. And so we have y right here. This is connecting it to the theory. Okay, delta y, but since y initial is 0, all we have to find is yf. We put this into this equation here, and we can find our initial velocity in the y direction. Everything is in the y. Last time we did it in the x. So let's go ahead and remember with this video, you do want to upload this video with points to Dropbox in the appropriate folder. I'm going to ask you guys not to upload this into just scattered. I want to see that you are organizing your information. And I may ask you to show me that organization at some point. Okay, it might just be a snapshot of your Dropbox and the order that you have it in, but that'll be fine. So we're going to go ahead and go to our data file here. And we're going to take that data file over to Graphical. So one of the things that I want to do in Graphical, I want to show you how to use it to take measurements if we don't necessarily process it in Microsoft Excel. So let's go ahead and do this. So right now you can see that we have two graphs. The only graph that we're concerned with is y, and we only need one. Okay, so I can just close this down. You quite literally can measure in this program, you know, everything. So I want you guys to do this, and I want you to upload this as well. So let me see. I think I have to touch here and then drag over, add my statistics, and you'll see that it's giving me y right here. Delta x, that's time, but delta y is actually the height. So it's saying it's about 0.4534 meters. So that's there, okay? And then I can use two fingers and I can slide over, and I can tap near the bottom edge. So all I'm doing is tapping with my finger in this section, and then I'm going to grab this white label and I'm going to drag it over. Okay, not with my mouse on the desktop, but on the iPad. This is going to come up. I'm going to select this switch here, and when I select the switch, I'll end up with my delta y. End up with a lot of statistics here. Right now I have this one. So for you guys who have done standard deviation and the mean and the statistics portion of the Math Excel, this is part of what's happening. But let's continue right on. So two fingers, slide over, drag. And do the same thing. So I'm going to tap, slide over with two fingers. I'm going to tap here. Then I'm going to grab this label, hold down, and then drag over. So I'm holding down and then I'm dragging over. Then I'm going to select statistics. So it's the same thing. And you'll notice that the numbers are about the same. So the beautiful part about being able to export is that we wouldn't have to type all of these numbers into Microsoft Excel. Again. We'll just keep going with that until we get all 10 points. And notice that all of them are a little bit different. Tap that again. Then this is our last one. Put that on. And so now I'm just going to double click on this page, or double tap. And when I double tap, it's going to put all of the measurements on there. So I'm just going to take the first one, then the second one, and pull that third one down. So I can actually see the points. And then I'll just repeat that, or see the measurements. Okay, so this is pretty. So now just go ahead and upload that to Dropbox. So make sure you take this up to Dropbox. Just as usual, put it in the appropriate folder and all of those good things. I'll put it in the appropriate folder. Just choose a different folder. I'll go into physics term, initial velocity, conservation of energy, and then I can just upload that. Let me see, choose that, and then just, instead of saving it as experiment 4, in which I needed to name it, this needs to be, I'll just call it COE, and then I'll put Eric or Brass Brass Eric. All right, so make sure you put your name in there, or your name. Okay, so I'll just save that. Okay. So after that, we're just going to take this information, we're going to change this into a table. Then from that table, we're just going to send that information right on over to Microsoft